This video is going to show you how you can then deal with those really annoying columns of data which should have numbers in it that you can easily analyze, but are instead recognized as being string data, so you can't actually do anything with them at all. And this is really common in loads of different fields. So if you work in appetite and obesity, for example, you'll often be asking people for height and weight so you can get their BMI. And often you'll get the data in feet and inches or stones and pounds in a single column, which makes it quite difficult to do anything with. Often you can have people sitting there going through a spreadsheet, converting them all by hand. I'm going to show you some really quick ways in which you can deal with this type of data. Really going to need two packages for this, tidyverse, and I'm going to use readxl as well. Just want to pull in another example of data so we can run both of those packages. And I'm just going to create a data frame to show you what I mean. So this is just going to be called df, our data frame, and it's going to be made up of a few heights, just 4 heights that I put in there. So you'll probably recognize data like this. So you've got height 6'4", 5'11", 5'6", and 5'4". So you can see the problem we've got here is we've got the foot and inches annotation here. So you can't do anything with these numbers. And of course, the problem with height as well is because there's 12 inches in a foot, it's not done to base 10. So you can't do simple computations as you can if something's measured in centimeters. So what we want to do is turn this height into feet and inches, and then convert that into centimeters if we want. So to do that, we can use the separate command here. So we just state we want to do some separation of our data frame, and the column name we want to separate is height, and we're going to cut that into feet and inches. And convert equals true just says is basically making the data numeric. So what it's simply going to do is just get our two sets of numbers. First set is going to be feet, and the second set is going to be inches. So it's a really simple way of doing it. If we run that, and then we view our data frame again, you can see now we've got 6 feet, 4 inches. And then following this, it's quite straightforward. If you want height in centimeters, then we can just create a single column, our height in centimeters, and we can just say that's feet times 30.48 and inches times 2.54. So if we do that, we've now got a column of centimeters. So we've taken that annoying data and quite simply split it into two and then converted it into centimeters to allow us to do easy analysis. Now, if we had a bigger data set, so this is a data set about whether you should ban reclining seats, and you see we've got this problem with height here. So we can just run the same code over it, except we're going to say plain here, going to split it into feet and inches. So we can do that, and then you can see our new plain data set now has feet and inches instead. And then we can create our height in centimeters from that. So we can add this to a larger data set. So it makes this conversion process really easy to do. Now, it's not just height that this is fairly common in, it's actually really common in weight. Using kilograms is a very logical way of doing something because it all makes mathematical sense. Now, unfortunately, it's very common in America, for example, who like to measure things in all sorts of crazy ways, especially when we come to cooking. They measure cups, or they measure things in crocodiles and freedoms, or whatever they choose to measure things in. We have a lot of stones and pounds, and you get that a lot in the UK as well, particularly among certain people who have a refusal to use the metric system because they like to rely on a system that was based on selling bushels of wool in the 15th century. So lots of people still say stones and pounds for weight. So let's see how we can convert that. So you may get a data set that looks something like that. People have entered stones and pounds like that. So this gives us a slightly different problem because we've got these letters in there as well. But again, it's not too difficult to do. You can separate them, our weight into stone and pounds. To do that, we just run this command. We're not going to convert equals true, so that convert makes it numeric. What's going to happen here, it's going to take the two numbers and it's going to separate them, but it's going to separate them into 7ST and 8LBS into the columns like this. We can run that. So it's 4 stone and 4 pounds. So the convert command wouldn't help us here because it'd still be pulling in these letters. Now, obviously, we've got a problem. These letters mean we can't do any proper mathematical operations, but it's really easy to drop letters. And this is a really useful code for loads of different things. We can just say as integer, gsub, and then basically any letters lowercase and uppercase, we want to substitute them for nothing at all in our stone column. And then again, for pounds, we do the same thing. We want to substitute any of them to be nothing in that column. So that's going to remove those two statements. And then I can just quickly do total pounds instead. So I'm just going to add df pounds to df stones times 14. Let's see that data set. So now you see we dropped off where it says ST and LBS, and then we ran our calculations to get total pounds. And then of course now if you want to use normal numbers like kilograms, we can just do our conversion there, our total pounds times 0.453592. And then we've got our kilograms of our participants as well. So these are a few simple commands in which we can get these annoying bits of data, which have either letters in them or it's feet and inches and so on, and then convert them into something we can actually do maths with in a really simple way. Now, you could do it by hand if you've got a few participants, but when you've got a big data set, doing things like this can make your life a hell of a lot easier, and there's going to be no errors in the calculations as well. And it doesn't just account for feet and inches or so on. Often when you ask people to do age and they've got a free space to type, often people say things like 27 years, although you'd be measuring age in epochs or in minutes. So again, this command here, this gsub, if anybody's, when they should just put a number in and put letters in, this gsub command will clean your data up really quickly. So it's a really useful, simple command just to make things clean from the outset. As ever, the code for this can be found below the video.